Hi everybody, my name is Fedi Abdelmajid. I'm going to be conducting a celebratory speech about JRR Tolkien and the influence he's had on so many things that we probably don't know about, or we probably do know about. So to start off with why I'm celebrating Tolkien, it's because he's a very influential man. And I'm going to talk about his influence by first starting about what he did. First, when he was in college as an English professor in Oxford, he also studied ancient languages such as Nordic, Celt, Welsh languages that not many people speak anymore. But still, people study them and learn about them, and he was very fascinated about them. And not just fascinated, but it inspired him. It inspired him to the point where he created 3 of his own languages. One of them being Elvish, Dwarfish, and Black speech. Now people are asking, what is Elvish, Dwarfish, and Black speech? And he said, yes, you're right. So he created a mythology behind these languages. Not only did he create a mythology, he gave context to these languages. And like any mythology, he said this is the mythology of our world and how men became what they are. So he created gods, he called them Valars. And then he created angel-like beings called Ainur. And then he had to put these people in a place. So he created the world of Middle Earth. And not just created Middle Earth, he created maps, lands, nations, culture. These languages have their own songs. These languages have their own people. The Elvish people, the people of men, the dwarfs, and even the Black speech goes to the orcs. And they have their own language and chants. And this inspired him even more to create one of the greatest books in English literature, known as The Lord of the Rings. And The Lord of the Rings was so influential on so much that it was able to create the blueprint architectural standard for everybody who creates their own stories. And people might not believe this, but the fact that Tolkien said wizards have long beards made it the standards that every wizard has long beards. Because of him, we've had so many other inspirations of books that we love today, such as Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, The Way of Kings, and even movies like Star Wars. All this myth building, all this world building, these languages, these characters, they can all be influenced and traced back to Tolkien and his works. So this is why we have to celebrate him, because he's a great man who created so much that influenced so much of today's fantasy. There wouldn't be a Star Wars if there wasn't a Lord of the Rings. There wouldn't be a Harry Potter if there wasn't a Lord of the Rings. There wouldn't be a Game of Thrones if there wasn't a Lord of the Rings. And that is why we have to celebrate him and appreciate what he's done. And this is why I want to celebrate JRR Tolkien and applaud him for creating my personal favorite books, The Lord of the Rings. Thank you for your time.